guys, welcome back. So we're here with the ST-6s. This is what we're going to pour today. I'm going to go for kind of a greenback style. That's what we call the baits down here. Some people call them white baits. And so what we're going to do for the belly, we're going to use pixie dust glarple, but we're not going to put any black in it because I want it to be white but have the shines from the blues and purples and glurple. And then we're going to add some crushed rupees in blue and green. And then for the top, our base is going to be just a little bit of avocado, and I'm going to put a little bit of green highlight and turquoise highlight because those fish have all kinds of shiny colors depending on the angle. So I think that's going to be our best bet for making that. So again, these are Swamp Trout ST-6s that we're going to be pouring today. It's an awesome bait. It's a big swim bait. I have some I poured up the other day. There, it's a big, sweet swim bait. Takes 15mm eyes. We'll put some eyes on as well when we once we get these poured. We'll throw eyes in these as well before we're done. So right now I got some craw tube cooking. I'll get it vacuumed. We'll get back and get our colors mixed. All right, we're back. We got some hot plastic here. We're gonna do our belly first. And for that, we're going to start out with our base being glurple. You know, if you add some black to this, you get actually that big swim bait I showed you a little while ago. The top half of that was glurple. You get this right here. Here it is against a black backer. You see it's got blues and purples. You still get the blues and purples if you don't add any black behind it. And we're doing a 16th for a cup, a big 16th. But you know, but we'll still have that effect with also kind of a white pearlish effect together. That's what we're going to be getting for this one. Make sure I get that top one right. All right, and then our other ones, we're going to add some crushed rupees. This is the green rupees. First time opening it, so notice that these are usually on pretty tight, nice and secure. Yeah, so initially it looks pretty white, but there's absolutely some green shades in there. Kind of almost like a green pearl type color. But it's in a flake. Wipe that off so I don't mix it into the blue rupees, because we're going to do blue as well. We want to have like a lot of nice colors mixed in together for this guy. Yeah, see, they're on nice and tight. All right, there we go. And for these, each of these colors, we're doing a 32. All right, set that aside. All right, we'll get this all mixed up. Yeah, so we got kind of a pearl looking belly, but you got blues and purples as well. And then you get some little flashes of green and blue from the crushed rupees. Mixed up nice. All right. Set that one aside and grab our other cup. So this one is going to be our 2 highlights and avocado for the top. Now I'm not going to use a ton of highlight powder here. You know, it's one of those less is more things, especially since I'm using 2 different colors. We're going to use a 1/64 of each and see what that gets us. We might add some more, but we're going to start with a 1/64 of each. Wipe that off before we put it in the other one. I don't want to mix them up. Alright, and this one is our green, the other one was our turquoise. Now these are somewhat similar, you know, but they are just a little bit different shades of a similar color. Alright, so I'm going to mix that before I add the green. I want to see how it's looking. Yeah, so we got a greenish pearl. I'm gonna give it, let's start with 3 drops. Because we don't want it to be totally opaqued out either. Let's see here. So it's pretty thin here, but you'll see when it's thicker, it's about the color we want. So the majority of the body will be that green because this is a big, thick swim bait. So I'm gonna heat these plastics back up to temp, and then we'll pour. All right, we got our colors hot and ready. So we're gonna go ahead and pour them. And I'm gonna use my my style. I like to call it hot pouring is what I call it, but I don't know if there's really a name for it, but it's a nice way to get a color that blends together by not letting them solidify and just going straight into it. And it gives you a nice blending, and it also draws both colors down into the tail for a nice tail laminate. So that's the way I like to pour silicone. I do pour it the standard way as well. I have found that this way doesn't work in aluminum because the aluminum cools so much faster. That's just, you know, something I personally have noticed. All right, there's one and number 2. And I'm pouring this just up to the top of the hook slot. There we go. And the next one. And when I start my my pour this way, I'm pouring it in front of the hook slot, not starting from the back because I want it to pull that secondary color back into the back. So, nice and slow and take our time. Moving back slow so it doesn't draw it from the front. You know, once we're full on the top. There we go. Boom. All right, so we'll give these guys a few minutes to cool, and we'll pull them out and check them out. All right, we're back. These have sat for a while and hardened up, so we'll pull them out here and check them out and see how they came out. Ooh. All right. There we go, look at that. Got all those nice shiny colors mixed together, a nice light top. I think that makes a pretty decent greenback. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got the blues and purples on the bottom. All right, so that's one. We'll check the other one out. All right, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Aren't these things sweet? That's a big swim bait too. 6-incher. Takes 15mm eyes, which is what we're gonna do next. I actually have some eyes that Swamp Trout, the guy who made these molds, made the eyes. So here they are. These are 15mm eyes, and if you look at them at different angles, you can see they've got some nice yellow shiny in the back and some gold, a few different colors in there. I believe he actually makes these with 8-Bit Baits hollow shifts. So these are some really sweet eyes. So we're gonna pull these out real quick. All right, and we got this Loctite Super Gel. Finally got some. Put it over here so you can see a little better. Finally got some Loctite Super Gel, and it definitely works better than other things, because I've tried some others and they did not work great. But got this, and now it's good to go. Let's see, how do I want to put that pupil? Let's put it like that. All right. Tell you what, these nice big eyes are easy to work with. I was doing some 6mm ones earlier on some something else, and that was not the most fun task. But yeah, these 15 mils are awesome. And I believe most of Swamp Trout's baits take 15s. I believe all of them except for the ST-4, I want to say, take 15s. Though actually no, I think the Creek Shot also takes 8s. So there we go. That's what we look like with our eyes. Let's see if I can shine it at an angle where you can see the color in the eyes. But yeah, there we go. There's one. Go ahead and put the eye on the other one. And we're definitely going to make sure we set these up and let them sit for a while before we fish them. You know, they got to harden up at least overnight. That's what I found with big swim baits. You got to give them time. Smaller ones, sometimes I'll go and throw them right off the bat, but with these big boys, definitely got to give them some time to harden. But yeah, there we go. Got the Swamp Trout ST-6 6-inch with Swamp Trout eyes. And we did some crushed rubies and pixie dust in the bottom. That was glurple and blue and green crushed rubies. So yeah, there we go. And yeah, so I'll set these here so we can check them both out. Let's do it that way. Here, let's check it out. Definitely we want to thank Swamp Trout for this awesome mold that he hooked me up with, and the eyes. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, definitely like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram, and also you can check out Swamp Trout Baits on Instagram. He's the one that makes these molds, and we will be back with more Swamp Trout soon, because I've got this mold in a few sizes and a couple other molds that he made as well. So hopefully we see you next time. Thanks for coming by.